That mic doesn't work. That mic don't work. I don't know why it don't come on. You gotta use the other mic. What's up, y'all? How y'all doing today? Welcome to the show. Nicole, what's up? How you doing, Nicole? Welcome, everybody, to the show. We appreciate you watching and listening every day. Getting ready for the All-White Affair, which is on May 26th at the Cleveland Improv last week. To get your tickets, early bird tickets at 15, 20 next week, 25 the day of the event, 30 at the door. So get yours today. All right? Big ups to, I saw someone got a bus coming down here from Toledo, they said.
A bus?
A bus.
Oh, wow.
A party bus.
That's dedication.
Then we got a group coming out of New York. A group of 10.
A party bus. That sounds like a fun type of situation, though.
Yeah.
I agree.
Yeah, you partying all the way on the ride. You can even maybe take a nap. I don't know.
Yeah, it's a party
Not
bus.
on
It's
that party bus.
It's not
Maybe.
a nap
You're going to
bus.
be drinking.
That's what I'm talking about after you're drinking. If you're coming from New York, that's like maybe 6 hours.
Yeah.
That's enough to party and then conk out for a second. No?
No.
No, they're gonna be on there playing cards or something.
Right.
Maybe I'm just showing my age because
Yeah, you just want to go to sleep soon as you get
Right.
I mean, just give me a nap.
I go out now. I'm like, oh, goodness. Okay. So,
All
yeah,
right.
that sounds fun.
Did you see Lady Q show us today inside of Line Dance Thursday? She showed us her, what dance did we do? Wasn't to me.
Something.
Yeah.
So you can see that on my page, and we want y'all to share it. Go to my IGTV, and you can see that. Sam Sylk with the Y. We're going to read this letter. We want your take. We're going to read it twice today. For those just tuning in, we're going to read it on the air coming up at 1:17. So tune in there as well. All right? What's up to Michelle, Suzanne, Corey, CL? All right, put this in there. All right, let's read that letter, see what they're talking about.
All right. Dear Sam, my wife and I went out for a couple of drinks. We walked into the spot and we seen our pastor kicking it. He had a beer and was jamming to some hip hop. Then this particular night was karaoke night, so what does Pastor do? Jump on the mic and start singing some Dru Hill. I thought it was hilarious to see Pastor out kicking it, but my wife says it was blasphemous and we need to start looking for another church.
What you want. Hallelujah. Tell me what you need. Amen. Tell me if it ain't good enough. Turn around and tell your neighbor. Say,
That's what
tell
pastors
me,
do, right?
tell
They just
me.
take the current songs and they
Tell your
change them
neighbor if
around.
you feel good. Say, oh, tell me.
She says, how can he lead a flock and he's grazing with it? I say he's a person too. What do you think?
Guess what? I'm about to bust all y'all bubbles right now.
Bust it.
I'm going to mess y'all up. All right? Growing up in church, you know, you always been taught if you go to those places, you was going to hell anyway. That's what they told you. Am I right or wrong?
True.
Let's be real. Let's be real. That's what they say. On your that worldly music. You on your way party with the devil.
So you can't karaoke anymore, or is it the beer part?
Well,
It's the club.
it's the
Club.
club,
The
period.
club.
If you're not in there ministering, then why are you in there? Now you can't come and tell me not to go when you in there.
He could have been ministering to somebody.
Yeah. To that Bud Light, that Heineken.
He had in his hand.
So-
And he just wanted everybody to feel
Yeah.
comfortable.
So do I think the pastor, because I haven't really broke it down for you, do I think the pastor should be partying with his parishioners? No.
Okay.
But I think that, and they'd never say this and admit that, because what happens is we put pastors so high that they can't do anything to have fun but pray, but go to church
Right.
and talk to you about your stuff. Preachers and first ladies need a life. I'm gonna say this. Now, if they grow to that level, and they, you know, they all the way where they don't do nothing but just watch TVN all day, God bless them. That's fine. But you got young married preachers and young, you know, What do they do? Now, I'm not saying they need to go to the club, but at home, are they listening to Dru Hill at home? Are they listening to Anita Baker
yes.
at home?
Yes, absolutely.
Are they? I'm just saying. Now, you don't want to party with them, but do you have a problem with it if they do it at home? You don't even know. They do it at home.
You don't know
But
what a lot of people do.
You don't. But when you see your pastor at the same spot,
Frequent.
That's right. Somebody says, pastor don't make him perfect. He is human. But I'm going to mess y'all up. Can I be real?
Come on.
Bring it.
All right. I'm bringing carnal, and I'm going to be spiritual.
All right.
There comes a certain time in life where certain things you just don't do. The closer you get, some things that start falling off. You get closer to God, and then some of those stuff you don't have a taste or the appetite for no more. That happens.
Right.
Absolutely.
Okay?
Right.
It definitely happens.
Right.
All right? But let me say this. They are human, and they're going to make mistakes. But let me tell you, when you a preacher, you representing the brand. You representing the brand. What type of church do you have? You got a church where everybody is just known? Because let's be real. A lot of people in the choir, a lot of people in churches, who go all the time, they go to the club. Some of them. Not a lot, but some of them do. Some of the young folks still do. Mm-hmm. They get up there and sing their heart out on Sunday, and they mean well. They probably haven't gotten to that next level yet that they're seeking to get. Mm-hmm. But when you have a pastor is representing a brand, that brand is the cross. So, and not just that, now I'm gonna give you, that's a spiritual part. Now, on the other side, it's a business too.
Absolutely.
Let the church say amen. Yeah. Well, so the brand is the cross. The cross is not, you are endorsing. So, like, for example, I do different endorsements. Some stuff I cannot endorse because it don't go with the Sam Sylk brand.
Right, right.
Okay.
So for the pastor to be at the club, it doesn't represent the brand of the cross.
Okay.
If he's partying. Now I mess y'all up. If God leads him there for a reason, which can happen, not to drink, not to party. Mm-hmm. Hey, you never know. But this one here was doing karaoke and had the Heineken and Bud Light.
Right.
To some Dru Hill.
To some Dru Hill.
So,
well, at least it wasn't too short.
Yeah. So his brand, you go Felicia say, where is this going? Tiny, where is this going? So he can't mess with the brand of the cross, if that makes sense. You feel me?
Got you.
So
I get it.
So if you going by this here all the way, you decided certain jobs. Well, you take on certain jobs, right? There's certain things that we can't do. Right. They give us a contract. When you read the contract, it says you can't do A, B, C, D because it doesn't go with the station's brand.
Okay.
So when you pick up the book and you pick up to say I'm a licensed minister, now you are not only are you're a Christian, but you are now representing that cross. So then some people they're not going to be able to drink. Does that make sense? Or eat it, whatever you want to give them, however you want to take it. Oh, I don't know, man. Facebook, am I making sense to you? Mm-hmm. Now, she said, the cross is not discriminating. Go TL. Read the comments.
All right. Shamaro said, I mean, come on now, ma'am. I'm glad to see a human pastor. What church y'all go to? I'm coming for a visit. And Ernestine said, I would definitely be praying for him. And how could he lead a flock leading people astray? I tell people all the time, your pastor is human, but me personally wouldn't sit under him.
Yeah. Would you change churches if you saw that your pastor was at the club? Turn it up.
Now, goofy and judgmental. Didn't Jesus go to the party and turn water into wine one time?
See, there go another one.
I knew somebody's gonna bring that up. I knew it.
No, can I be honest with y'all? Because see, now he's going to take a deep preacher to come. See, you gotta understand. It was something spiritual. They was at a wedding and they had a party. And they had wine. Am I right or wrong?
You're correct about that.
Now, you can't, now, when I brought up the cross in the church, it's a brand. I mean, it's a business. As far as the church is a business. Mm-hmm. There's certain things that people look when they go certain places, and they go certain places to worship. So if this offends you that your pastor goes to the club and he had a couple of brews, then that's not the place for you. If he knows that that's the brand, why do it?
Right.
Well, he wasn't expecting to be seen.
He
At
has
the club.
to. At the club, come on.
Karaoke night.
What?
Not parishioners. He wasn't expecting for them.
Yeah.
He was expecting to see common folk.
Yeah.
I don't know about
But
that.
then again, maybe he didn't care.
Yeah.
Yvonne said, pastors are people too.
Yeah.
So you think he's supposed to read the Bible 24/7? Come on now. They
Yeah.
have jobs, have sex.
Yes.
They do stuff regular people
Your
do because
pastor
they're regular
is
people.
not having sex to Mary Won't You Weep or Oh the Blood. He's not. Come on now. You got a young pastor. If you got a young pastor in his 30s or 40s, he is making love to some Raheem music, him and his wife. Your first lady probably is a freak. You don't even know it. You just see it with that white hat on. But the first lady gets in there like, hey, get me.
Sam is crazy.
No, because see, y'all get this thing messed up, but y'all think that the first lady and pastor like this all day with the door closed, even at home. No.
Nope.
No, they watching some of the same stuff you watch on TV because they're human.
Absolutely.
But when they go out, they have to carry themselves a certain type of way because they represent the brand.
Absolutely.
That's all I'm saying.
Yeah.
Sonya says, we all have fallen short on the word. So if Pastor Macon was out, Sonya, turn it up.
Make it.
What would you do? Would you still go to the
Right.
church? More comments, what you got?
All
We got
right.
60 seconds so we can go back on live and read it.
All right. Nefertiti said, we're forgetting that people of the cloth are human first. I
Yep.
personally wouldn't want to follow a pastor if he could not relate. I have no issues with my pastor singing a little Al Green here and there.
Yeah.
Relax. Don't be so judgmental.
Yeah. That's music of his era. And see, the thing is, because preachers will get up there and they'll throw songs in their sermons that were relatable to when they were in the world.
Absolutely.
Or that they actually listen to. Preachers make references to Beyonce all the time in their sermons. Because they're human.
That's right.
What's wrong?
Oh, nothing.
Oh.
I'm reading.
All right, comments, what you got? More. We got 30 seconds. Back live.
Okay, Marie, don't judge them like the song says. Sweep around your own front door
Crazy.
before you try to sweep around mine.
Diane said the same thing I said earlier. Why is the flock at the club?
Oh,
So you judging your pastor, but you that too. You might as well went on and got up there and helped him.
sang a little Dru Hill or something.
Lord, where do we go from here? That's what Patricia said. What's up, Patricia?
Yeah.
Let's read this on there. Oh, boy, that's Trip. ZAK, Sam Sylk Show. Welcome, computers. Welcome to Real People, Real Life Situation. What's up to everybody on Facebook? This conversation is really, really, really a trip. We want to get your take on it. Let's read that letter. That's hilarious, man. Cut your mic on. There we go.
All right. Dear Sam, my wife and I went out for a couple of drinks. We walked into the spot. We seen our pastor kicking it. He had a beer and was jamming to some hip hop. Then this particular night was karaoke night. So what does pastor do? Jump on the mic and start singing some Dru Hill. I thought it was hilarious to see Pastor out kicking it, but my wife says it was blasphemous and we need to start looking for another church. She says, how can he lead a flock and he's grazing with it? I say he's a person too. What do you think?
The pastor was up there doing Dru Hill. Tell me if you won't. Tell me if you will. Hey, neighbor. Tell me ain't good enough for you, baby. Look at your neighbor and say, tell me.
Oh, boy. Oh, boy.
Yeah, I want to hear y'all comments actually today about this. What would you do if you and your wife went out and then you went out and your pastor had a beer and he got up there on karaoke night and he did Tell Me by Dru Hill. He was having a good old time. Could you not go to church with him? You know, well, could you not sit under him anymore? Would you leave? Is he not? I said this earlier, off air. I said, you know, you got the cross he's representing. Then, you know, you got the church that's a business too. Let's keep it, you got to pay bills.
Right.
You don't snap your fingers and then get paid. So those are two brands.
Mm-hmm.
So like when you sign contracts at different places, I mentioned this, there are a bunch of things that they don't want you necessarily to attach yourself with because it doesn't go along with the brand that you represent, that you signed up for. Mm-hmm. So I'm doing this part. If it's not with your brand, and it's not spiritual, then I get it. Because I know some of y'all churches are real different nowadays.
Yeah.
Yeah. Absolutely.
I'm just being 100 with y'all. I know it's a touchy. Oh, we you. Well, you know, we heard the first one. Jesus went to a party. He was at a wedding. His miracle, what did he do? Turn water to what?
Wine.
Oh, this is a good one. I would love for a pastor to call and have a conversation. Because these comments that are coming in. Because, like, do you expect your pastor to be on a heavenly note 24/7? Him or her? Like, all day, they talking in tongues all day long.
Clearly, they're supposed to. I don't know.
Pastors are not about to do that all day long.
Right.
They not. I'm just being real. They could do that around you, but when they get home, they watching some stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
They're human.
They only human.
Now, what you don't want to see is your pastor liking. You don't want to see your pastor liking Nicki Minaj.
Mm-mm.
Well, they ain't trying to discriminate either. That's what they like, and that's what they like.
But you're not supposed to say it.
Right.
Not in public.
You just got to go through it.
Right. You just got to go. Right. Exactly.
And don't act like your pastors don't listen to the radio. They use some of the songs in their sermons, whether it was Al Green back then or it's Beyonce now. But to be pouring, getting it in, and then you walk in and see your pastor, him or her, could you still go to that same church? We want to hear from you today. We help this woman out. She talking about leaving the church because she saw the pastor at karaoke night with a brew singing.
All day jamming. Come on, we have joy in the man. Sam Sylk, take him on the road. How this story goes, unpredictable. Sam Sylk.
And you got a spammer on here.
Oh, okay.
This Mike the Hype Payne. He's saying all types of crazy stuff on here.
Okay. Hey, Mike, how you doing?
Must be in
Sorry.
something.
Yeah, you get those. All right, so more comments coming in. What you got?
Talisha said she is doing too much. He's not being disrespectful. He's enjoying himself. He's a man, not God.
That's right. That's right.
Yeah. Griffin said, I don't see anything wrong with that. He is a human being at the end. If he's a man, if he is a man, if God, however, he is a person who lives a normal life. A man of God, I guess they were saying.
If your pastor has wine, people prefer him to have his wine or his Jack Daniels at home. Oh, I'm going to eat this one up. How many of y'all watch Greenleaf? They drink on there every episode. The bishop, I like it. Bishop get his drink in. Amen.
Hey, Sam, how you doing?
I'm good. Talk to us.
The only moral clause that man got is God.
With God.
He only has to represent himself at church. Long as he's not out there disgracing, bumping and grinding and rubbing up, he's a human being.
All right.
Long as he's taking care of God's work first.
Hey, we're gonna have press service. Then y'all meet me down in Fouché's for a couple of rounds in karaoke. Really? Can you imagine saying something like you look at your pastor like, what? We just came off the anointing was in here. Hey, what's up?
Yo, King, you Sam.
Preach.
Unknown person in the background. How do you too?
Her name is Lady Q.
Okay. Thoroughly engaged in their pursuit live very, very difficult existences because they have to absorb so many people's problems and they have to push so hard to have the future in place in the present. They're quasi-social workers. And if he was just drinking a beer and he wasn't bent, drenched, drunk, and he was just singing karaoke and he wasn't calling chicks blanks and blanks, I'd let that go for real because that's a hard existence. And they have strong congregations with a lot of problems that they're probably dealing with. I high five to you. This is coming from somebody who's not a Christian. I respect that pursuit if you could do it. So let that go.
Thanks for the call. Sam Sylk Show. Hello.
Sam,
Preach.
I got a question.
What's up?
Now, the woman talking about he want to leave the church.
Because she saw a pastor doing karaoke and he had a beer.
But, Sam, if she that damn holy, what the hell she was doing in there?
Oh. Well, all right. Right.
Now, you that holy, what you was doing in there? What you was drinking?
Now how
you
come?
mad at the pastor, though? One sin ain't better than the next.
Why did she bag him up, though? Why she let him? They could have been the other members of Dru Hill.
Yeah, she probably was up there singing backup shit.
Oh. Well, okay.
Okay, all right. Sam Sylk Show, hello. Yeah, we waiting on you.
Oh, I'm so sorry. Okay. So I'm sitting here and I'm just thinking about what your question was to this young lady. And quick thing, first of all, I say, what were you doing there? Second of all, what your pastor does has nothing to do with you. That's between him and Sunday and not have a problem. Pastors are humans too, and there's nowhere that I've read in the Bible yet that says to be a Christian you have to stop being a human.
At the club on karaoke night, and he had a beer. So now she wants to. He was drinking a beer. So now, and he got up and sang Dru Hill doing karaoke. So now she wants. She thinking about leaving the church. Or is that a guy that the husband asking that?
No, it's the husband. It's the husband.
Oh, it's the husband.
You're right.
Yeah, the husband like, look, he all good, but the wife want to go to another church because the pastor was at the club doing karaoke.
I mean, he human. He can do karaoke. Ain't nothing wrong with that. He still gonna come to church and deliver the word. Yeah. He ain't do nothing wrong. Pastor can drink a beer.
Yeah. So
it's not against the law.
So you don't have a problem with your pastor having a beer every now and then?
No.
Yes.
As long as he don't be coming to church sloppy drunk giving the word. But he's human, though, still. Ain't nothing wrong with that.
I want to tell this story, but a lot of people going to know who I'm talking about. So I just say this, and you better not say nothing. I know some of y'all on here. You better not say nothing. But y'all know what's funny. All I know is some friends of mine went to move a famous preacher, and very well respected. Mm-hmm. And when they went to go move, and he had them, moving the refrigerator and all. They went to the refrigerator. Boy, he had a lot of communion in there. And told him, said, "Sir, y'all put them bottles. Make sure y'all take that over to the new condo now." He didn't have nothing. They was like, "Man, so and so." And so, but you know, hey.
Be human still. Ain't nothing wrong with having a beer.
Nothing wrong with a beer, you say, huh?
Nothing.
What about it? What about if it's Jack Daniels?
Okay. But he wasn't drunk, though. He can drink.
He can drink.
Ain't nothing wrong with that. People need to stop.
All right. We're going to put, this is another whole question. I'm going to talk about this on Sunday. I can't wait to talk about this on Sunday. All right. Okay. All right. Last comments before we go.
Yeah, and before I say these last comments, you got to block this person, whoever this person is, because they are very disrespectful and crazy.
Okay, how do I do that? You got to come over here and probably do that, dude.
Yeah. Michelle said, "Could it be wrong? But a sin is to overindulge in anything, which means drinking is not a sin. It's a sin to get drunk."
Yeah, that is true. That is very true. It's very true on what you said, because if they had wine, can you get tipsy off of wine? Yes or no? Can you get buzzed off of wine? Do you drink wine?
Yeah, sometimes.
Can you get buzzed off of wine?
You can.
Okay, so if you can get buzzed off of wine, and then they had it at a wedding because they ran out, and Mary said, "Go get my son," and then he turned water to wine. I'm asking a real question. See, a lot of times we hide in the church and not ask real questions. So why was it okay for them to have that wine that day? Come on and talk to me. It was holy wine, Sam. Back then, you couldn't get no buzz. That's probably the answer, right? Is that the answer?
You could get a buzz.
Back. I'm just trying to use my imagination of what somebody probably would tell me.
I don't know.
Come on. Wall speak. Wall speak. You know,
I don't like liquor either.
Okay. Yeah.
No.
All right, more comments. What you got?
All right. Sandra said he's human and God is the only person he has to answer to. I don't find any fault with it.
All right.
And Malikia Calhoun said he has no life. He has a life too. What's wrong with him having a little fun? Your wife was there. I don't think the husband had a problem with, yeah.
What y'all got to say about it? Leave your comments here, and we will read those and share this video. I'm just curious. But I'm gonna stick to them points I told you earlier, too. At the same time, brand. It's a brand. Whether y'all want to accept it or not. I know some of y'all are so spiritual, but it's a brand. You can't mess with the brand. You gotta be careful how your brand is represented.
Right.
And then you pick up the cross.
Right.
That's what you decided to do. It may sound hard, and I get everybody is human, but you gotta take care of the brand.